So this is the real reason why I'm here, to take a closer look at the newly launched California T that Ferrari is bringing in. And this is the second time coming for the company, for the brand in India. They have to get it right. They're betting big on this particular model that's coming in. As far as the changes we are seeing from the past California, the grin, the maniacal grin has gotten even crazier right now. But we like this look because there is a certain muscularity, there is a sportiness to it. The headlamps, the way it kind of is enmeshed in the entire bonnet, and you're seeing the vents as well up in the bonnet. The lines are that much more defined. As far as the mechanism is concerned, for the coupe, that goes back and settles into this car in 14 seconds flat. I haven't tried it out, but that's what I've been told. And of course, the real difference is in the rear. As far as the tail lights are concerned, they used to be awkward at one point in time, but now they are that much simpler, that much sleeker. We like this look. You're sitting inside the California T, and what you get is a certain sense of premiumness. And how could there not be? You're talking about a Ferrari, and you're talking about a car that is several notches up above the California that we've seen last. There is the leather that is something that ensconces you. There is the red and black design. Fine detailing has gone into it. As far as the steering wheel is concerned, I'm seeing all the functions enmeshed in it. The dashboard looks much cleaner, the round air vents as well, and there is a certain quirkiness to the design. Of course, that takes a little bit of getting used to, but then, even so, it is quite attractive. The console in the center, and you feel very hunkered down. But of course, the seats in the back, I'm not quite sure whether it can take people. Now, that would be good enough just for your luggage. The Ferrari California T has 2 more turbochargers, which makes it cleaner and more efficient, and also provides significantly more power. The new twin-turbo V8, an impressive engine we are told, that employs a variable boost management system. The noise, we understand, is the only disappointment. While there's plenty of sound, it's a little fatter and bassier than the old California. But with a top speed of close to 315 km an hour, this one can speed from 0 to 99 km an hour in just 3.6 seconds. Well, let's get a sense of what Ferrari is really bringing to the table, really, or in this case, this platform. Talking to us is Aurelien Sauvard. He, of course, leads a sales initiative for Ferrari in Middle East and Africa, and now you added India to your kitty as well. This is a difficult market to be in, for sure. What's your sense? You're still smiling right now, but these are initial days, aren't they?
I am. Hi, thank you for having me. It's a particular, for sure, market, but it's good to be here. There's a place for Ferrari here, for sure.
Yes.
And we've had a historical presence, even from classical cars coming from the UK in India. So, no, I mean, it wasn't a question mark. For sure, we had to be in India, and we're happy to be here today.
Yes, I mean, there are great fans of Ferrari. I mean, you mentioned Ferrari to anyone. The kind of response that you get is absolutely amazing. And now with the California T, tell us what exactly you're aiming for. What is the kind of market, what's the kind of clientele that you're hoping to get through what you bring here?
California T, which is today right here, is a GT car. So the customer will search for more comfortable car, everyday use, okay, being at the time performing car and powerful.
So now with what you're bringing to the table, I'm seeing that this car is not going to be any good for more than 2 people. What's the strategy?
What you're saying is right. We didn't struggle, but that was the challenge of our teams in Italy. Even when we launched the first California in 2008, was to develop a new car, new segment of both that could have the Ferrari DNA, but being more open to people, okay, more open to everyday drivers or more comfy drivers, okay. The result of that is, first of all, tremendous success. More than 70% of the customers, of the people buying the California, were new customers to the brand. And the second thing is the California. So this is the evolution of the California. But the California was the most successful model in the Ferrari history, selling a bit more than 10,000 cars.
There is a great market for the brand. But in terms of the products that you bring in, I just wanted to understand where the connection is.
Once the California T came out, customers, they travel. They drove the California T elsewhere, and we feel that it might change. It might change. This car might change the trend. We have great vehicle dynamics, because that's also what we want. Even if we do want a car that can be available to drive or easy to drive in the city, we want it to be a real Ferrari again. This one looks lower, it looks wider, it looks more aggressive. We cleaned up the back, we cleaned up the whole shape to make it, again, a bit more aggressive. We kept the shape because the concept is still the same, of course. And then the interior as well has been redesigned with more space.
There is this urge to go towards the rugged, but now I see a certain amount of sleekness that's coming in. Is this a universal trend, or you think that this is something that is more geographical in nature?
Of course it has to do with geographics. It's not the huge trend, but it's what our marketeers and developers came up with. Again, I am convinced this is going to work, and I am convinced this is going to sell again in India more than we had forecasted.
When we started off talking about India being a very different market, is also because you didn't get it right in the first go. At this point in time, when you're coming in, all guns blazing, you know, with this car, I'm just understanding what the switch in the strategy is going to be, because obviously this needs to work now.
It is no secret that it's a new chapter. It's a re-entry in the market, as you said. Which is correct. We want to make it perfect, yes. As you said, but it's true. So we have two new dealers, different dealers, okay, to make sure that each one have their own political, their own internal, their own processes, sure, and can deal with customers in their own ways and historical ways. But most of all, it was important for us to choose dealers who had knowledge and experience in automotive, in the luxury segment, and who knew our customers.
Right.
Okay, so that's it and done.
Right.
We want to manage India in a sensitive way, but as any other market.
Sure.
It's not left apart. It's part of the team. It's part of the network. Is the network, and and we'll make that work for sure.
We wish you good luck, Aurelien.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much for joining us on Aspire.
Thank you for having me. Thanks a lot.